Hello everyone. Today we will study about the chapter microorganisms. Last time we have completed up to vaccinations or vaccines. Today we will start with the increasing soil fertility. Some bacteria and blue-green algae are able to fix nitrogen from the atmosphere to enrich soil with nitrogen and increase its fertility. These microbes are commonly called biological nitrogen fixers. Another use of microorganism is in cleaning the environment. You often see large amount of dead organic matter in the form of decaying plants and sometimes dead animals on the ground. You find that they disappear after some time. This is because the microorganisms decompose dead organic waste of plants and animals, converting them into simple substances. These substances are again used by other plants and animals. Thus, microorganisms can be used to degrade the harmful and smelly substances and thereby clean up the environment. Now let us talk about the harmful microorganisms. Microorganisms are harmful in many ways. Some of the microorganisms cause diseases in human beings, plants and animals. Such disease-causing microorganisms are called pathogens. Pathogens enter our body through the air we breathe, the water we drink, or the food we eat. They can also get transmitted by direct contact with an infected person or carried through an animal. Microbial diseases that can spread from an infected person to a healthy person through air, water, food, or physical contact are called communicable diseases. For example, such diseases include cholera, common cold, chickenpox, and tuberculosis. When a person suffering from common cold sneezes, fine droplets of moisture carrying thousands of viruses are spread in the air. The virus may enter the body of a healthy person while breathing. Harmful microorganisms. There are some insects and animals which act as carriers of disease-causing microbes. Housefly is one such carrier. The flies sit on the garbage and animal excreta. Pathogens stick to their bodies. When these flies sit on uncovered food, they may transfer the pathogens. Whoever eats the contaminated food is likely to get sick. Mosquito is another carrier. Examples of carriers are the female Anopheles mosquito, which carries the parasite of malaria. Female Aedes mosquito acts as carrier of dengue virus. All mosquitoes breed in water, hence one should not let water collect anywhere, in coolers, tires, flower pot, etc. By keeping the surroundings clean and dry, we can prevent mosquitoes from breeding. Some common human diseases caused by microorganisms are like tuberculosis, measles, chickenpox and polio. They are caused by bacteria and viruses. The mode of transmission is air, contact and water. The preventive measures are keep the patient in complete isolation, keep the personal belongings of the patient away from those of others, vaccinations to be given at suitable age. Another type of human diseases are cholera and typhoid, which are caused by bacteria. Mode of transmission is contaminated food and water. Preventive measures: maintain personal hygiene and good sanitary habits, consume properly cooked food and boiled drinking water, and vaccination. Hepatitis A is caused by virus, spread by water, contaminated water. Preventive measures: drink boiled drinking water and vaccination. Malaria is caused by protozoa, means of spread is mosquito, they act as carrier. Use mosquito net and repellents. Spray insecticides and control breeding of mosquitoes. Disease causing microorganisms in animals. Several microorganisms not only cause diseases in humans and plants but also in other animals. For example, anthrax is a dangerous human and cattle disease caused by a bacterium. Foot and mouth disease of cattle is caused by a virus. Robert Koch in 1876 discovered the bacterium Bacillus anthracis, which causes anthrax disease. You can see the bacteria in the figure. Disease causing microorganisms in plants. Several microorganisms cause diseases in plants like wheat, rice, potato, sugarcane, orange, apple, and others. The diseases reduce the yield of crops. They can be controlled by the use of certain chemicals which kill the microbes. Some common plant diseases caused by microorganisms are given in this chart. For example, citrus canker caused by bacteria. Mode of transmission is air. Rust of wheat, microorganism which spread is fungus or fungi. Mode of transmission is through air and seeds. Yellow vein mosaic of bhindi or okra, spread by virus, and mode of transmission is insects. Now, what is food preservation? Food is spoiled by microorganisms. Spoiled food has bad smell and bad taste and causes food poisoning. Food can be preserved by protecting it from microorganisms. Food can be preserved by different methods. They are chemical method. Food like pickles can be preserved by using chemicals like salts and edible oils. Jams and squashes can be preserved by using sodium benzoate, sodium metabisulfite. These chemicals are called preservatives. By using common salt, food items like fish, meat, amla, raw mangoes, tamarind, etc. can be preserved by using common salt. It prevents the growth of microbes. By using sugar, food items like jams, jellies, squashes, etc. can be preserved by using sugar solution. It prevents the growth of microbes. By using oil and vinegar, food items like pickles, vegetables, fish, meat, etc. are preserved by using oil and vinegar. It prevents the growth of microbes. By heat and cold treatments, heating food items kills the microbes. Similarly, storing food items at low temperatures prevents the growth of microbes. Pasteurization. The process of heating milk to about 70 degrees Celsius for 15 to 30 seconds and then suddenly chilling it to prevent the growth of microbes is called pasteurization. This process was discovered by Louis Pasteur. By storage and packing, many food items are stored in airtight containers to protect them from microbes. Nitrogen cycle. It is the cyclic journey of nitrogen element between the living and non-living component of the biosphere. The atmospheric nitrogen is fixed by lightning and nitrogen fixing bacteria. Then the compound of nitrogen reach into the soil in the form of nitrate. They are taken by the plants. Plants are eaten by the animals. Animals and plants, when they release nitrogenous waste, they release the compounds of nitrogen into the soil again. These compounds of nitrogen in the soil, they are converted back into nitrogen gas through the denitrifying bacteria. This is the detailed description of nitrogen cycle. The nitrogen in the atmosphere is converted into nitrogen compounds in the soil by nitrogen fixing bacteria and blue-green algae. Lightning also converted into nitrogen compounds in the soil. The nitrogen compounds in the soil is used by plants for the synthesis of proteins and other compounds. Animals feeding on plants get these proteins and other compounds. When plants and animals die, bacteria and fungi in the soil converts the nitrogenous waste into nitrogen compounds in the soil, which are again used by the plants. Some other bacteria convert some nitrogen compounds in the soil into nitrogen gas, which goes back into the atmosphere. Hence, the nitrogen in the atmosphere almost remain constant. Now, this is the activity. Take some soil in a glass container, fill it with tap water, keep it exposed to sunlight. After few days, you will see growth of green layer on the surface of the container. Observe it using magnifying glass. What do you see? We see the green outgrowth. Name the organism. Name the microorganism, that is algae. It is green in color due to the presence of pigment chlorophyll. Take half kg flour, atta or maida, add some sugar and mix with warm water. Add a small amount of yeast powder and knead to make a soft dough. What do you observe after 2 hours? The dough will rise. Did you find the dough rising? Yes, because of the fermentation by the yeast. Take a 500 ml beaker filled up to 3/4 with water. Dissolve 2 to 3 teaspoons of sugar in it. Add half a spoon of yeast powder to the sugar solution. Keep it covered in a warm place for 4 to 5 hours. Now smell the solution. Could you get a smell? What type of smell it is? Yes, we get a alcoholic smell. Now take 2 pots and fill each pot half with soil. Mark them A and B. Put plant waste in pot A and things like polythene bags, empty glass bottles and broken plastic toys in pot B. Put the pots aside. Observe them after 3 to 4 weeks. Do you find any difference in the contents of the 2 pots? If so, what is the difference? Yes, pot A contain the non-biodegradable materials. Pot A contain the plant waste, hence it get decomposed. It is converted into compost. But pot B contain the non-biodegradable waste like polythene bags, empty glass bottles and broken plastic toys which do not decompose. Thank you everyone.